Hey guys, Andy Wood here, coming to you from one of my favorite places on the planet, the screened-in porch behind my house facing the backyard here in West Mobile. And I want to thank you for taking the time to watch what is hopefully a very short video, but something I'm very concerned about and something I'm very excited about, and I wanted to clue you in and personally invite you, as personally as this video can be, invite you to be a part of it. The reason you are getting this video is because one of the greatest thrills and honors of my life in the last 3 years has been to see 3 different classes of worship leadership majors graduate from the University of Mobile. Some of you, most of you have had in a class or two. Some of you I may not have, but you all received a degree in worship leadership. And you are now out either in graduate school, or you're out serving the Lord in a church, or you're seeking ministry, or you're already in a church and looking for a new place. And one of the concerns that I have is that a lot of those things that we talked about in the relational issues class, things like personality and leadership and conflict resolution and building teams and all those kinds of things, or the things we talked about in the leadership class, things like compassion and vision and planning and direction and things like that. It's one thing to talk about them when you're sitting in a classroom. It's another thing to go live it. And so one of the things that I've been concerned about is that ministry is a very lonely, or can be a very lonely kind of experience. Even if you're in a big church and you're serving on a staff, you still may feel like you're in isolation somewhere. There's another group of you that are getting this, that man, you're hitting all, or you feel like you're hitting on all cylinders, and you're learning things, and you have some things to share. And others of you are still looking for that first place of ministry, and so I'm a real concern about that. One of the biggest concerns I have is that we give you all this training, we send you out, we say God bless you, we keep you on a Facebook page, we try to recommend you in places and things like that. We're available to chat and talk, but the honest truth is we got other classes coming in, and they're just sitting today where you sat just a year or two ago. And so I've really been praying about this and thinking about, is there something that can help? And I'm really excited to talk to you about a possibility. And it's I'm putting together what I feel like is a tremendous tool that can help you grow professionally, spiritually, relationally, in leadership, and every other way. And I'd really like to invite you to be a part of it. I'm calling it a high impact ministry group. HIM for short. Yeah, it's a hymn group. And we might think of another cheesy title better than that one later on. But anyway, this is a group that is designed to pull you back together with some of the connections that you had that were pretty tight, and you worked very well in teams while you were at the University of Mobile. And since then, you've gone on to other things, and God is using you in different places. And it could be that some of that team building, some of that camaraderie, some of that networking that you used to have, you just hadn't had time to do that kind of thing anymore. And so what I'm interested in doing is putting together a team of people that can meet twice a month virtually. We'll use some kind of internet platform like Zoom, and get together for a time of growth, of accountability, of honesty, of encouragement, and ways that can build into each of us, including me, ways that can build into each of us strength, growth, character, ongoing maturity as you continue to grow in your ministry and in your relationship with God. Some of the things that are available or benefits of being a part of this group: you'll have the opportunity to grow spiritually and be held accountable and hold others accountable. Some of you need some clarity now that you're out there in the real world. You're still trying to figure out your calling, your purpose, and what makes your particular calling unique. And we'll have an opportunity to explore that. Some of you just need some encouragement, man. You need some guys around you, and you can get it. It kind of happens randomly, But you need a group of people around you who can hold you up, pray for you, kick you in the butt if you need it, but or otherwise just build you up and let you know, man, that they've got your back. Sometimes we need to also remember our why. We talked about that in some of our classes. Just remember why God put you here in the first place, and what your deepest values and passion for ministry are. And this group will give you an opportunity to do that. We'll talk about ways to deal with stress, the stress of ministry, the stress of life. Some of you have recently married. Others of you are thinking about it or in a relationship. Others of you are still asking God, hurry up, or whatever. And, just talking about home life, balancing multiple demands, things like that. How to have a more robust leadership presence, even though you may be half the age of a senior pastor or half the age of the people that you work with. How you can still demonstrate leadership in those kind of areas. And just the spiritual and relational battles we fight every day. Just finding some support in that area. What I'm interested in doing is putting together a time where we get together for about 90 minutes twice a month. Okay, first and third whatever day, second and fourth whatever day. We're still figuring out some of those details. We'll try to fix it to your schedule. Hey, if a lunch meeting works for you, we'll figure out lunch. If not that, 5 o'clock, I don't know, early evening, something. We'll figure out a time for us to get together that most benefits everyone that's in the group. Second, just so you'll know, you'll get the opportunity to set the agenda. Unlike my classes, where I set the agenda and I do most of the talking and you take notes and all that, this time you set the agenda. And so my job is to be a guide by the side, not the sage on the stage, okay? So in addition to the 2 meetings a month, we're also going to set up a private Facebook group so that we can share throughout the month, month to month. I'm also interested in us getting together once a year at least in person, and I'd like to do that in the fall. Maybe in Mobile, maybe we'll get out of Dodge and go somewhere else. I don't know. But just for us to get together for maybe a Friday night, Saturday kind of retreat where we just get together, support each other, pray for each other, have a little fun, but also just kind of gel or renew some acquaintances. These are people you either know or know of. You will have the opportunity, if we still have openings in the group, you'll have the opportunity to invite specific people if you'd like. Possibly even non-UM graduates. We're still kind of figuring that out. What we're looking at is 12. 12 is kind of my target number, but I'll take up to 15 people. We're going to cap it at 15 people that are in this group. And basically, we're looking for fit. We're looking for people who are willing to make a commitment. This is a commitment. This isn't something for you to window shop. And I'd be happy to talk to you in person about whether it meets your goals and needs or not. But this is a group where once we have the 15 people, we're pretty much locked in, and there's a term to it. So what I'm thinking about is starting in August and going through May. So it'll be a 10-month term, and then we'll take a break for the summer, and then we may redo it. We may open it up to new people, or we may just keep going, and I may start another group. A lot of this we're going to be exploring ourselves for the first time, and so I'm going to depend a lot on your feedback and your wisdom in that too. What kind of commitment does this involve from you? 3 things: a little bit of time, a little bit of money, and a whole lot of heart. Time. If you decide to join the group, then we want you to be there. Okay, we need you to invest in the group. We need you to hold us accountable. We want to be able to hold you accountable and challenge you and build you up. And so part of it is just the commitment to be a part of the meetings, but also, if at all possible, come to the in-person retreat. Be a presence on Facebook in the group and things like that. Just communicate and just be aware and be involved. In addition to time, we're also asking for a little bit of a financial commitment. And here's how that works. Similar groups to this is like a mastermind group, and similar groups to this can charge up to $750 a month. I've heard of others going for $1,000, $2,000 for people that have lots of money. I wouldn't come close to asking for that from you, but to put some skin in the game to help pay for some of the expenses, because we're going to be getting you some resources and doing some other things. What we're asking for is a commitment of $150 a month, but If you commit to the group before the end of July, then your commitment, you'll get an early bird discount. You'll get a commitment of $100 a month. Now that's, what is that, $3 a day to be part of something that can literally multiply your income, multiply your hireability, strengthen your ministry. I think that's a pretty good investment. So here's the deal. Anybody that comes in after the 1st of August is $150 a month. You come in before the end of July, make a commitment to do that, it's $100. The third thing, though, and this is actually the most important part, is it requires heart. I want you to bring your heart into this thing. I want you to realize the incredible value that this group can have, and the incredible difference it can make in your life, but more than that, that you could make in the lives of these other people. I was just reading this morning how when God's people come together, there is a third identity that takes place. When you and I have intimate fellowship with each other, there's you, there's me, and then there's what takes place between us that's fielded by and fueled by the Holy Spirit. And when a group like this can come together and really build that kind of unity and support and encouragement, the impact on your life and ministry can be enormous. And so I really want to encourage you to do this. Here's what I need for you to do today. Now that you've seen this, there's more that I can tell you about in person. But if you are interested at all in this, click to reply to the email that I just sent you and let me know, hey, I want to talk some more, and I'd like to talk to you in person, because one of the things I want to do is find out what your needs are. And by the way, one of the things I forgot to mention is, as part of this deal, you will get 3 private coaching sessions with me sometime over the course of the 10 months, sometime around the start of it, sometime around the middle, right around the holidays, and then sometime around the spring, as we're beginning to wrap up the hymn group. We'll spend a little time there. Okay. Hey, thanks for looking at this. Message me back one way or the other. If this isn't a fit for you, that's fine. If you have questions, shoot those to me. If you're interested, reply to the email and say, yeah, I'm interested. And then I'd like to set up a time. I want to call you and talk to you in person. One, just hear how you're doing, because I miss you guys. I really do. But also to get some interest or get some feedback from you as to where you feel like your biggest needs are. So it's going to be a little bit of an interview with you, if that's okay. But also just see if see what questions you may have. Okay, guys, I'm telling you, this is limited. I fully expect this thing's going to fill up. And so if you're at all interested, don't lollygag with this thing. All right, get in touch with me as soon as you can. And if you can't tell, I am pumped about this, and I really believe God's going to use this. I want you in. Okay, see ya.